Yo, what's up, world, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a lo-fi track inside of FL Studio using just stock plugins and samples. I know a lot of lo-fi beats, they like take old jazz records or R&B records and sample it and do stuff like that, but we're going to be making stuff from scratch. The samples we will be using will be just the stock stuff that come with FL Studio. And oh yeah, I will be dropping the FLP in the description below if you want this project file. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple. We're not gonna be sampling any old jazz records, but we're still gonna get that like lo-fi sound, and I'll show you how you can do that. I'm gonna set my tempo to 105. I got a Steinway opened up in Flex, and let's go in the piano roll. And I'm gonna write like an old school R&B chord progression out. So let's get into that. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is just shorten these top notes here, go even more than that, and I want to write out some like transitional notes. So maybe something like this. Yeah, I think that sounds cool. So let's bring this this D down to a C sharp, and we'll just work our way up. Go to a G sharp, another C sharp. All right, nice. So same thing here. I just want to lower these, shorten these top notes, and we're just gonna write out some transitional notes. Okay, so for this next chord, this last bar, I'm actually gonna write two chords. So maybe I can drag this out like this. All right, so let's hit Control A, Control S to strum it. We just want a very little bit. Okay, cool. So let's throw that in the mixer. Bring up F9, hit F9 to bring up the mixer. We'll name this piano. We'll just color that red. So there's a few things we gotta do to this. So first off, just gonna cut off a lot of the lows and a lot of the highs. Okay, second thing I want to do is take off the reverb. Take the reverb off the plugin itself. We can throw some echo on it, give it some release, and we'll use fruity reverb. We'll make the room pretty big, give it a little bit of decay, some low cut. Cool. All right, so next thing we want to do is let's open up Patcher. And there's actually a really cool detuning preset by Wise Labs. So we'll just go to presets, Wise Labs, and it is 1K detuner. And we'll just crank that up a little bit. All right, cool. So that's our piano sound. Let's throw that in the arrangement. Let's name it piano. So next thing I want to do is let's open up a 3x oscillator, and we want to click this little dice thing here. And basically what that's going to do is give us a white noise. So a lot of these lo-fi tracks, they have like like a vinyl sound or a scratch sound or just some kind of white noise sound. Flstudio doesn't have any vinyl samples, I don't think. So we'll just use this, it'll be fine. So let's throw that on its own pattern. Let's throw that in the arranger. And I'm just gonna stretch it out, 4 bars. So what we need to do to this is throw it in the mixer, lower it quite a bit, white noise, and we gotta put an EQ on it. It almost sounds exactly like rain. Cool. All right, so let's get a drum loop in here. So usually I make my own drums, but I think for this I'm going to use a loop. And the good ones I think are in Legacy, loops, yeah. Let's try this. So it's just 1 bar long, so we're gonna stretch it out to 2 bars, highlight that over, and it's gonna be super loud. Let me lower it. That sounds really nice. I actually really like that. So let's throw that in the mixer. F2, let's name it drums. Color it sea green. And we want to do the same thing. We want to cut off a lot of these lows, cut off a lot of these highs. So another thing I like to do, they used to do this in the 70s a lot. They would put like a phaser or a flanger on the entire drum bus, and it would just give it like a really cool effect. So I'm gonna open up a flanger, And we're just going to use classic flanger. We don't want a whole lot of it, but just enough to hear it. And let's give it some verb, because I don't think there's much reverb on it. Alright, cool. Let's close this up. Let's go back into the channel rack and let's open up. Let's go to Citrus and grab one of those acoustic guitars. So we'll go to presets, guitar. So I'll grab the acoustic nylon and let's throw that in the mixer because we gotta do a few things to it. Guitar. First off, let's lower it. And I have actually no idea what I'm even gonna play, but I'll figure something out. Okay, right off the bat, I know I'm gonna need a delay, so let's open up Fruit Delay 3. And let's set the time to quarter note, put the wet a little more than half, give it a cutoff. So yeah, I think something just Alright, let's get this keyboard out of the way. So let's see if we can work with this. So I just cut off the highs and I actually boosted a little bit of like the upper mids. I was gonna say it's blending too much with the keyboard, but let's bring that white noise down just a little bit. Okay, so there's a few more things I want to do to this. Well, we need a bass, but before we get into that, I'm actually going to open up 808 hi-hat and just make a new pattern for that. I kind of just want to add like these hi-hat rolls. I think that sounds pretty cool. We could throw a little bit of reverb on that and maybe some chorus just to make it sound a little more unique. Okay, so next up I want a cymbal, but like a specific kind. I think it's under effects. Yeah, one of these. Basically, this is just like a cymbal mixed with a lot of white noise. So I think it would work well with this track. So I usually like to like drown my cymbals in reverb. Alright, cool. Let's get a bass in there. I'm going to go into instruments, bass. I'm going to grab the acoustic bass. And let's make a pattern for that. So the bass should be pretty easy. I'm just going to follow the main chord progression. Well, maybe not exactly, but for the most part. bring it down 1 octave. Okay. So just like maybe 1 or 2 more things I want to add to this just to make it a little more interesting. What did I want to do? Oh, like maybe like a flute sound. So let's go back into Flex and let's go to Winds, go to Flute Sustain. Let's get another cymbal in there for that part. Something like that. And let's actually we'll throw it in the same mixer rack as the first cymbal. Okay, and lastly, before we get into the master, the stuff I have to do to the master channel, I just want to do like maybe a vocal sample.
Full infection, don't kick, move, give it, do it, falling.
See how that will sound. Alright, so I have to play an A4. Oops, wrong pattern. So what was that, A4? Let's call this vocal. Throw those flutes in the mixer. So let's go into the master track, and what we're gonna do to really get like this lo-fi sound now is we're gonna take off everything, all the lows and the highs from the entire track. So just make sure everything is in the mixer, which it looks like it is. Those vocals are not. They are. Maybe they're just a bit loud. So yeah, this is a lo-fi beat. No old records or anything were sampled. This is just everything you have in Flstudio, and I hope this video helped you in your future lo-fi beats. Peace.